For investing in 2024, liquidity will be more important than ever. So what do I mean by liquidity? I mean it's money that's available to you to help fund deals. And I'm not talking about the lender's money. I'm talking about money that you bring in, the amount you have to put down, the amount you have to carry a project. All those things will be more important in 2024 than they have been in the last decade. Investors who take the time now at the end of the year to prepare for 2024 when all these opportunities are going to be there will gain a huge advantage over those who don't. Lenders are going to require you to be more liquid, more reserves, more money down. So those people who have this liquidity will be more successful as far as finding money, finding funding, opening up those doors. So what do we mean when we're talking about liquidity? What does that mean in your world and how do you find it? Let's look at these liquidity buckets like I call them. It's unsecured lines of credit. It is business credit cards. It's HELOCs. It's peer-to-peer monies out there. It's anything that you could have or put into your side of a transaction. So let's run through each one. Number one, if you have properties, if you have an owner-occupied, if you have non-owners, you should be locking in HELOCs now. And the reason you want to lock it in now is banks and credit unions are driving down their loan-to-values. So they started at 90 a year ago. Now they may be down to 75 or even 70% on some of these properties. So the loan-to-values are shrinking. So if you lock it in now, you're going to get a higher loan-to-value than if you wait. So make sure you get HELOCs wherever you can, on your primary, like I said, on all the investments, because you don't have to use them. It's money that just sits there. It maybe costs you a couple $100 to close, but having that money available to buy properties, to make your payments, to do the construction, whatever it is that you need, HELOCs are my number one choice to start with. Number two, unsecured lines of credit. You're going to find unsecured lines of credit typically with your larger banks, your Chase, your Wells Fargo, even American Express. They have lines of credit that you could just sign up if you have a good credit and get $5, $10, $50, even $100,000 of unsecured lines of credit. Once again, if you don't use them, it's not going to cost you any money. So setting these up and having them available is key at this time. Number three is business credit cards. You should have business credit cards anyway, so you can take everything off your personal side on your credit score. So setting up business credit cards is vital now, while the credit card companies are still giving the higher balances. And just remember, like using business credit cards, you could use them like a line of credit up to their available credit limit by using companies like Plastique. So if you want to use it for a down payment or pay a contractor, there's ways to use your business credit cards to pay for things that are typically not paid with a credit card. Next bucket, next liquidity you should be working on is peer-to-peer, other people's money, your neighbors, your family, your friends. I know that scares most people, talking to family and friends, so then don't. Go out and communicate with people in real estate groups, in the community, in other groups, churches, whatever it may be that you're involved in. Talk to them about your real estate ventures, what you're doing, because more people out there are looking for better returns. It's a win-win situation. It's called peer-to-peer because they want something out of it, and so do you. And it's the biggest untapped portion of funding available out there. If you want some help with peer-to-peer, reach out to us. We've done it for the last 15 years. We'd be glad to help. Our goal here is to fill our buckets, to have as much cash available for us to be successful in 2024. We're going to need this cash, like I said before, for the down payments, for the escrows, for the contractors, whatever it may be. We're going to need more money to be successful in 2024. If you have any questions on liquidity, how to find the HELOCs, any of those things, you can reach out to us. Just go to our website, thecashflowcompany.com, hit the contact us form, and we'll be glad to help you walk through how do you find a credit union, how do you find these business credit cards, any of those things. We'd be glad to help you become more successful. So let's be ready to be successful in 2024.